What's up everyone? Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're actually going to be trying out Rev GT's pack. In his video, which I will link into the description, he called this the new meta. So I was super curious about this. This was literally my first time playing his pack. I only checked out the pack contents. If you're curious about wanting to play this pack as well, I will leave a link to Rev's Discord in the description. I snagged it from there. So yeah, if you have not watched the video that Rev has put out, basically the gist of this pack is get a weasel, get an elephant seal or a T-Rex, get a voucher as well, and just win. So thankfully we do level up into a weasel right here. There's also Babusi right there, which is pretty synergistic with the lizard in the shop. But I decided to take the weasel. Weasel is one of the units that he has showcased during his runs. It basically makes its way into all of his runs, and I can easily understand why. Weasel, super nice to have. Very nice starting stats. The gold generation is pretty nice as well. And because it's a feint unit, you can actually do something pretty funky. You can put a mushroom onto it for double the gold generation, so we might be doing that in the future. We also take a flea right here. I believe there were some attempts of his that were running the flea. I don't think I'm going to be sticking with both the weasel and the flea, because ideally we want to have multiple tier 6 units if we're going to be running a T-Rex. Dromedary is a unit I'm super familiar with because of playing Puppy Pack a lot, so I just take it. I gravitate towards that naturally, so here we go. Because of the flea, actually we'll get to win right there, because they have a big duck in the back, and because of the flea we managed to put weakness on it. We level up right here, and I believe I'm going to take the clownfish. Crow is kind of expensive at this point in the game, and we're also seeing only half of the units in the pack currently, only tiers 1 to 3, so it's quite likely for us to be finding the units that we need even without running chocolate, so we don't really need the crow right now. We're hoping to find multiple weasels so that we start earning more gold. As we find a slot opponent, curiously enough, and they defeat us right here. I thought I was actually doing pretty poorly, because I'm on turn 6 with only 3 hearts remaining, so I thought if I was playing the pack wrong, there is the Ref signature donkey, which we will pass up in favor of the blobfish. I think Rev would have done the same thing, so maybe he will say in the comments what he would have taken, but yeah. I think we're going to be winning right here, yeah, against this pretty funky looking enemy team. And I have a level 2 frog right here. I don't know if it's good or not to have. Like you're generating stats on your units pretty evenly in my experience, a sample size of one game. We level up a skunk right here, so we level into a monkey. And yeah, the team is looking pretty solid. I actually think I pivot off of the skunk in a couple of turns, but for now it's going to be pretty nice to have. Maybe we can even frog swap its stats onto another unit, but for now you can see it carries us pretty hard. It removed a lot of HP from their strongest unit right there, which was a raccoon I believe, and then it cleaned up the rest. We most likely take a level here, yeah, because it gives us an extra +4/+4 to the stats. We might even frog swap onto the monkey next turn. Leveling up into an alpaca is super nice honestly, because all of the tier 6 units from what I have seen are super nice to have on the team. So we won't be disappointed even with a single level up right here, as we immediately find a voucher, so we will be leveling up the voucher into a tier 6 unit. Hopefully we find something nice. In the meantime we'll be selling the clownfish. Yep, voucher is level 1.5, then with the blobfish we can pump it up to level 2. And we find a T-Rex, which is one of the better scalers in the pack, so we take that gladly. It already has 2 targets available in the monkey and the voucher. so leveling it up to level 2 as soon as possible would be a great call, honestly. Our scaling is looking pretty balanced as well. The monkey is going to be buffing up the weasel, while the T-Rex is going to be buffing the rest of the team. Skunk will have to go in favor of a tier 5 or 6 unit, but for now it's going to continue carrying us as we win another game right here. And yeah, because we don't have access to tier 6 units just yet, the Skunk can stay for a little bit longer, but there are some pretty good units that we're hoping to see. T-Rex being one of them, so we can even immediately dump the Skunk in favor of that. And I was thinking for the longest time, maybe I go double T-Rex. Like in all of his videos, Rev actually does Elephant Seal instead of the T-Rex, but this is what the shop gave me, so this is what I'm going with. And thankfully, Vulture with Lemon proves to be super strong, so we defeat the enemy right there. But I think if we manage to find a better tier 6 unit than the T-Rex, we are going to be combining both of the T-Rexes into a level 3 and making space for another one. And because Vulture is a unit that really enjoys summons, and I believe there is also, what's it called, Sabertooth I believe is in the pack. So we'll be hoping to see that eventually. A big Sabertooth at a high level is going to be super useful to have. And thankfully we do level up into one. So I think we'll be putting it in the team next turn. As Vulture is getting stronger and stronger. You can see a strong Vulture that is level 2 is super useful to have. It gets rid of enemy equipment, it gets rid of pesky summons, it's even there to survive at the end of the battle, so yeah, I'm super happy to have a Vulture on the team, surprisingly enough. And because I have never gotten a level 3 Vulture before, we'll actually be going for the ribbon right here, hopefully the game provides it to us. But we continue to scale, we're hoping to see some equipment on the rest of the units as well. The Sabertooth will obviously want a mushroom. I don't know what the T-Rex wants, but thankfully the lemon on the Vulture keeps proving useful over and over again, so we get the draw right there. And with the lots of gold that is generated by the Weasel plus Mushroom combo, we get to roll freely for whatever we want. And we get the Vulture right here. Finding 2 more mushrooms. Maybe I put a mushroom on the T-Rex for another Vulture trigger, but I guess I reconsider. It's kind of difficult to decide what I want, honestly. Thankfully the team we have constructed is actually so strong that it doesn't really matter what kind of equipment we put on. Hopefully the Vulture at the back takes care of the dinosaur that they have, and thankfully it does. The Vulture is there to claim the victory once again. And we're getting pretty close to the victory. Once again, this is my first attempt at this, and this has gone incredibly smoothly, so I think Rev was onto something when he said this was the new meta. Let's take a look if we won here or not. Looking at the enemy team, we surely do. We just outstat them severely, even though they push the Vulture to the front, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, this is going to be the final fight of the video. I really hope you enjoyed. Once again, please check out Rev's Discord for the pack code. Please also check out his video where he showcases the pack way better than I could in a single game. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, I hope that you like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.